you got Luka and Trey averaging 22, Beal's averaging 24, Dame's averaging like 18. You've got, a handful of the top scorers with their numbers significantly down. Everybody is pointing to the new rules, the physicality. And then this story kind of started to break out here over the last 48 hours. Listen to Paul George.
Yeah, I mean, I said that not to make an excuse or anything about the ball, but I said that it's a different basketball. It don't have the same touch and softness that the Spalding ball had, and you'll see this year. It's going to be a lot of bad misses. You'll see a lot of bad misses. I think you've seen a lot of air balls so far this season. So. Not to put any, excuse or blame to basketball, but it is different. There's no secret. It's a different basketball.
I'm here to tell you that's a real thing. I've heard a lot of media, podcasters, people that cover the sport kind of scoff at the thought of the change of the basketball. Hoopers, and the universal ball that everybody uses that hoops at LA Fitness or wherever you hoop at is that Wilson Evolution ball. I don't like it because there's always one super sweaty motherfucker on the court that whenever he touches the ball, the thing's soaked. And that Wilson Evolution ball, that leather, when it gets soaked, it's super slippery. The ball gets swung to you, you can forget about it. You can forget about seaming up on the ball when it gets wet like that. But I eventually had to concede and buy myself one of those Evolution balls because that's what everybody played with. You get in a game and you're like, oh, this is the ball. I got to get used to it, right? I like the one that they use in college. I believe it's a Wilson as well, but it's the Sway. It's like a softer Sway leather because it doesn't get as wet. And the way I play, I've got bigger hands. I'm a palmer. So when a ball gets slippery, it squirts out of my hands. But I guarantee you this is a real thing. Now, I don't know if some of these guys got the new ball in the offseason and they've adjusted to it, because I know some of you are going to be like, well, what about Tyler Hero? And what about this guy? And I don't know, man. LeBron's shooting the ball better. So sometimes it doesn't affect guys depending on how they shoot. But it really comes down to your fingertips and your feel. Seaming up on the ball and that spin, that feel off your fingertips. And when you change the texture of the ball and the hardness of it, then it changes that feel. And so I think that's what it is. I think it's the ball more than the fouls, if you want to ask me. So I didn't realize that they had changed from Spalding to Wilson. And I think that that's absolutely what it is. But I also got to thinking like conspiracy theory that I like kind of what's headed here, because offense is down, defense is up, physicality's up, the speed of the game is up, there's less fouls, and it makes things more exciting. Now it's like when a guy's hot, it's more exciting. We have to admit, the last 3-4 seasons, you'd turn it on and someone had 40, 50 every night and hit 10 threes. So I think it's balancing the sport out a little bit better. Whether they meant to do that with the ball or not, I think they did with the physicality and speeding up the game. But it's going to take some time to adjust. Hoopers, you have a different ball. If you're a shooter, I shouldn't say hoopers. I should say shooters. Because you can be a hooper, but if you're not really a shooter, it may not as affect you as much. Maybe it affects your handle. But shooters, man, that'll absolutely change the feel and really the release, the rotation of the ball.